Good morning. Welcome to Current Affairs. Today, to begin with, I would like to show you one question. Later, so we'll go for the discussion on that. So let me open the document for you. Just a moment. So now you can see the document. Right. Who of the following is empowered to change the name of a state? Who of the following is empowered to change the name of a state? Very frequently asked question in various examinations. And again, this is very much there in the news. That is the reason why I took up this particular question and let me have a discussion on this. Please read the question once again. Who of the following is empowered to change the name of a state? Right? Now, so now if you look at the question, maybe most of you might have answered this question by now and you might have come to a conclusion with respect to the answer. But why is there in the news? But before that, let me tell you how exactly it will happen. You have so many states in India and each state has got its own name. But some states are interested to change the name of the state. Say, for example, it was originally called a United Province, but immediately after the Constitution, the name of United Provinces has been changed to. So today it is Uttar Pradesh. And the Uttar Pradesh was bifurcated in the year 2000, and we have created another state called Uttaranchal. I repeat, it was called Uttaranchal. But over a period of time, in the year 2007, the name of Uttaranchal has been changed to Uttarakhand. So today, so we call it by name Uttarakhand. Similarly, there was a state by name Madras, right? It was called Madras State, and today you are using the name that is Tamil Nadu. Similarly, whatever you are calling today, that is Karnataka, it was originally called Mysore State, and today the name has been changed to the so-called Karnataka State. And in the similar manner, this Union Territory Pondicherry was there. The name has been changed to Puducherry. Similarly, Orissa was there. It is called Odisha now. So like this, the names are being changed. But who is empowered to change this? That is the question. Clear? But why I am talking about this? That is the point number one. I am talking about this. This is because today in the sense yesterday, a decision has been taken by West Bengal government. West Bengal government took a decision and they have decided to change the name of West Bengal. The name of the West Bengal to be changed to Bengal. Clear? So Bengal, that is, this English word. Otherwise, in Bengali, they wanted to change it to Bangla or Banga. So this is going to happen. But the point is that this is not a today's demand. For quite some time, there is a demand that the name of West Bengal should be changed to Bengal. For example, see, if you look at our Punjab state, when India was bifurcated, that was divided into East Punjab and West Punjab. And East Punjab remained with India and West Punjab went to Pakistan. But soon after that one, so we stopped using the word East Punjab and we are calling it Punjab. But when it comes to West Bengal, right, it was bifurcated into East Bengal and West Bengal by the British government. And West Bengal is Hindu dominated area and East Bengal is Muslim dominated area. So during the time, you must be knowing about the history. Divide and rule, that was a policy of the British. And to larger extent, they were successful. But over a period of time, what happened when we got the independence, the name West Bengal remained as a West Bengal and East Bengal became the part of Pakistan. So it was called East Pakistan. Later, over a period of time, India also helped to that particular area. And this East Pakistan has been liberated and it has been given a name called Bangladesh. So today's Bangladesh is nothing but East Pakistan. But the rest of the part, West Bengal, which is a part of India, it was called West Bengal only. But quite some time there is a demand, the name has to be changed to Bengal. So, but yesterday what happened? The decision, final decision has been taken by the government. But how do you change the name of a state? If you go to the constitution, we have schedule number one. Schedule number one of the Indian constitution mentions about the names of the states and union territories. Right? So names of the states and union territories are mentioned in the schedule number one of the constitution. Now you want to change the name. Meaning is simple, you are trying to make an attempt to modify the constitution. Clear? Schedule 1, 2, 3, 4, all the schedules, 12 schedules are part of the constitution. Are the part of the constitution. And if you want to go for any change, that requires the constitutional amendment. Am I clear? That is the reason why whenever you change the name of any state, what is that you are going to amend? You are amending schedule 1 of the Indian constitution. Right? But how do you do it? First of all, state government can request the central government to change it. Meaning, ultimately, if you want to change the name of a state, the procedure that is mentioned in article number 3 has to be followed. Clear? Article number 3, it talks to so many things, including the bifurcation of the states. New states are formulated under the provisions of the Indian Constitution as mentioned under article number 3. The same article is also prescribing a procedure how exactly you can change the name of a state. If you want to change the name of a state, the process must be completed in Parliament. How do you do it? In Parliament, you will introduce a bill. Bill has to be passed by Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, then it will go to the President of India and the President will sign, and the bill will become an act. Right? So that looks so simple. Because so many, the majority of the times, there is a very less discussion that takes place because there is a very less objections, right? So this is what exactly happens. But why central government is interested to change the name of a state? That is the reason why proposal has to come from the state. Central government may not be interested. Proposal, if it is coming from the state government, then automatically the name will be changed. But here now, yesterday, as I told you, the decision has been taken by West Bengal government, and the proposal will be going to the central government. But before that, what is going to happen is that there are two different methods here. First method, let me tell you, what is going to happen is that the West Bengal government is going to pass a resolution in the state assembly. West Bengal is a state, you have an assembly, and in that assembly, you have to pass a resolution. Resolution means that particular body, so-called assembly, will take a decision for changing the name of the state to Bengal. So West Bengal should be modified to Bengal. So it is a acceptance by the so-called the state legislative assembly. But that is not the final. So this resolution has to be forwarded to the central government. There, again, you need to formulate a bill. Bill has to be introduced in the Lok Sabha, then it will go to Rajya Sabha. Again, the president will sign. Once the president signs, that is considered to be the change of the name of the state. Am I clear? So obviously, first schedule will be amended, and West Bengal, the name West Bengal will be replaced by the name Bengal. Am I clear? Very important. Right? Should the central government accept it as it is? Answer is no. Central government may accept, may not accept. That is the reason why if the central government has any clarification, it will request the President of India to send back the bill for reconsideration to the state legislature. Clear? Hope you are getting this. But in this case, what is going to happen? The central government may not send this proposal back to the state legislature, because the state legislature is accepting, it is passing a resolution requesting the central government to modify the name. That is the reason why, in this case, the bill will not be coming to the state legislature. And once it is done by the, already it is done by the cabinet, it will go to the assembly. They will pass a resolution requesting the central government to modify the name. Now, what will happen? Bill will be introduced. After it is passed in both the houses, president will sign. That is considered to be amendment of schedule number 1. The name West Bengal will be replaced by a name called Bengal. Am I clear? Now you must be getting a doubt. In fact, I want to clarify this one very, very clearly to you, my dear close friends. The clarification is this. I am using the word amendment of the constitution. Yes, constitution has to be amended because I am going to amend schedule number 1 of the Indian constitution. Now, how exactly this bill will be passed? Should I require simple majority or should I require a special majority? Most of the times we understood that in order to amend the constitution, you have to pass a bill with a special majority. But in this particular case, if you want to change the name of a state, a bill has to be passed by the parliament with a simple majority and not by special majority. Then how are you calling it as constitutional amendment? Yes, it is an amendment of the constitution only. If you can remember the initial days of our discussion on Indian constitution, while talking about the salient features of the Indian constitution, I made it very, very clear that one of the features of the Indian constitution is that it is both rigid and flexible. Flexible means constitution can be amended with a simple majority. Rigid means constitution can be amended with a special majority. Indian constitution has a peculiar feature of both. Majority of the Indian constitution will be amended with the special majority as mentioned under article number 368 of the constitution. But there are few provisions in the constitution of India where a bill constitution can be amended even by passing a bill with a simple majority. Example, article 3. So whatever you are doing under article number 3, for that particular purpose, there is no necessity of following the procedure as mentioned under article 368. If you are using the procedure under article 368, you have to go by the special majority. Examples here, GST. Right, you are going to pass the GST bill and that has to be passed by special majority. But in this case, under article number 3, whatever you are going to do, whether you are bifurcating a state or whether you are changing the name of existing state, you need not go for article 368. But still you are amending the constitution. Still you are amending the constitution without undergoing the provisions as mentioned under article number 368. Am I clear? So now this is in front of you in live. It is going to happen very, very soon. It is already done by West Bengal government, legislature. The assembly will be passing the resolution. Then it will go to the government, central government. Then the bill will be introduced and the passed. Then that is considered to be the name of the West Bengal will be changed permanently. It will be changed to Bengal. Am I clear? So for that reason, so I had to explain all this. Am I clear? So what is the answer for the question? I'll show you the question. Now, most of you, I know that most of you already know the answer, but there is a necessity of giving some explanation. I gave the explanation. Change the name of a state. State legislature? No. Council of Ministers at the state level headed by the Chief Minister. Let me remove the word. Let me remove the letter. Yes, yeah. Council of Ministers headed by the so-called Chief Minister. C is the President. D is the Parliament. So obviously the answer is Parliament. Am I clear? Very, very, very important. So kindly please remember this. Now I have some information with respect to this. Please look at this. West Bengal cabinet decided, it happened yesterday, to change the name of the state from West Bengal to Bengal. right? Bengal word is an English word, right? And Banga or Bangla. So, right, so these are the Bengali words. A resolution to that effect has to be passed by the assembly, then it will be considered by the central government. Most of the times, central government will not have any objections on this because this is the issue that is related to the state. If the state is requesting for that, it can be done very easily. Look at this. In Bengali language, the state is currently referred to as Paschim Bengal. Clear? And kindly remember, whatever the amendment that you are going to do, this is not considered as an amendment of the Constitution of India under Article 368. Am I clear? That's it. Right. So another point I would like to tell you is that tomorrow there is going to be a new chief minister for Gujarat. The BJP, this board, they are going to meet tomorrow. All the MLAs are coming together in Gujarat. Since the resignation of Ms. Anandi Patel has been accepted, there is a necessity for this new chief minister, and the new chief minister will be finalized tomorrow. And as I told you, especially RSS is demanding that Amit Shah should be the chief minister of Gujarat. But the latest news, just before I start the class, I got the news that Mr. Venkaiah Naidu, very senior leader in BJP, he made it very, very clear that Mr. Amit Shah will be leading the nation, will be leading the BJP party at the national level. So he's the national BJP, the president, and he'll be doing the same job, and he will not be shifted to. He may not be. We don't know what are the changes that are going to happen by tomorrow. But otherwise, Mr. Rupani is going to become the chief minister, and this person is considered to be very, very close to Mr. Narendra Modi also. Clear? But the beautiful thing with respect to Ms. Anandi Ben Patel is that this when she was a chief minister, the crime rate has been reduced, especially atrocities against women have been reduced very drastically when compared to her predecessor. It was Mr. Narendra Modi. Good thing, right? She was really fantastic person, but sometimes we don't know. These are the situations that will lead to the resignations, whatever may be the reason, and she has submitted the resignation letters. Right now, I'll be opening the document, and before that, let me tell you. Otherwise, I'll show you the document and speak to you. Look at this. Right. Just a moment. So this bill is going to come up for the discussion today. This is the Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Bill of 2016, right? Right, see here so many times, during our classes itself, I have discussed with you with respect to the people of, LGBT community, lesbians, gay, bisexual, and transgenders. So otherwise, what happens? These are the people who are being ill-treated so many number of times, right? And of course, maybe because of their behavior or attitudes, so they may be little different. That's a different thing. But the concept of rule of law must be upheld. That is the reason why there is a necessity for protecting them for any sort of humiliation. A new bill has been introduced. Today it is going to be done. And this bill is basically meant for protecting the people who belong to this transgender category, right? And latest census, 2011 is the latest census of India. According to that census, there are 6 lakh people in India who are considered to be transgenders, right? But what happened yesterday? This when this bill has been introduced in the Lok Sabha, some members have raised the objection. Some members have raised the objection, Congress party members, saying that Similar type of bill, similar type of bill has already been introduced in the Rajya Sabha as a private member bill, and it has already been passed. You know the meaning of the private member bill. Private member bill is a bill that is introduced by a person who is not a minister. If a minister introduces a bill, that is called public bill. Other than minister, if any member of Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha introduces a bill, that bill is called private member bill. But the objection is that similar type of bill has been introduced in the Rajya Sabha, that was a private member bill, and that bill has been passed. But the speaker in the Lok Sabha, Mr. Sumitra Mahajan, she said that the provisions of this particular bill are very, very different. That is the reason why. So there is no this match in these two bills. Hence, the bill has to be discussed and voted. So the process may go on today, and it may be passed today. We have to wait and watch, right? But otherwise, it is a mechanism where you can take the necessary steps for protecting certain categories of the people. In this case, it is the transgenders. The bill seeks to define a transgender person and prohibit discrimination against them. And prohibit discrimination against them. Right? Next. It also confers the right upon the transgender persons to be recognized as such, and also grants them right to self-perceived gender identity. So this is very, very important when it comes to the identity. So what identity should be given to them? Supreme Court has given certain directions, but this particular bill is basically, of course, this is also meant for providing them an opportunity of right, so they can be that is with respect to the self perceived with respect to gender identity, right? Look at this. According to 2011 census, there are 6 lakh people who are transgenders, and the controversy is that similar type of bill was also introduced in Rajya Sabha and it was passed, but it's not an issue now because the speaker has this rejected this particular plea. You have a question in front of you, and the answer is also there. You may please have a look at that. Who of the following is the chairman of Cabinet Committee on Security? Cabinet Committee on Security. Answer is the Prime Minister. Okay, that is there on the screen. Sir, when I am saying Cabinet Committee on Security, this is one of the very, very important cabinet committees, right? So various committees are there, and for majority of the cabinet committees, chairman is the Prime Minister. Until and unless a decision is not taken by the Prime Minister, that decision will not become a reality. Clear, very important. That's the reason why he's a very, very, very important person with respect to India. Clear? And when it comes to the security of the nation, obviously the highest priority and the topmost priority has to be given to the security of the nation. That is the reason why. So we have various missiles, and we have the this armored forces in the form of the Army, Air Force, and Navy. So much of protection has been given to India. That is the reason why we, the citizens of India, are living very, very happily and peacefully, because our borders are being protected, our sky is being protected, and our waters are being protected from the external threats. So right, it's a wonderful thing. And for this reason, what happens? The Prime Minister, he will head the so-called a cabinet committee. Of course, some members are there who are also the ministers, and it is headed by the Prime Minister. Clear? And why I'm talking to you is because of the BrahMos missile. What is this BrahMos? This is a missile that is developed by India with a joint venture with Russia. Clear? And it has the range of 290 kilometers. 290 kilometers. And very recently, what happened? The government, the Cabinet Committee on Security has cleared the 4,300 crores worth of these missiles to the so-called the Indian regiment. So it will be enhancing the security. See here, for example, we are always talking about China. The movement of Chinese army or Chinese forces near our borders. So we also need to protect ourselves, and that is the reason why immediate decision has been taken, and the some more BrahMos have been kept into operation. Look at this. Look at this. Today you will be getting this news. Look at this. BrahMos is a supersonic cruise missile. Range is 290 kilometers, and it's a joint venture between India and Russia. Clear? Now, last but not least, I would like to say something now, that is with respect to a seminar that is going to be conducted in the evening today, right? So this seminar is with respect to Group 1 services for Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, right? So now the title I am going to give this one is the Group 1 is equal to Group 1 plus Group 2. I think nobody has given this type of service, this type of offer rather, to any student anywhere in the country. I believe so. So this is a wonderful opportunity I am giving to the students of this Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, so are wishing to write both Group 1 and Group 2 examination. It's a wonderful one, and definitely you will get benefited out of this, right? And you can be assured that you will be provided if you follow my guidelines as it is. So you will be making to Group 1 or Group 2, definitely take it for granted. So all the details I'll be sharing with you in the evening today. So probably at 7:30 or 8 o'clock in the evening, right? So I'll give you the information. So please attend this particular seminar and decide very soon, and grab this opportunity. So because we have a capacity of just 100 students, right? Just 100 students, and after looking at this particular offer, whatever I have given, so I think you also really feel happy, and this is really appreciable. So all the details I'll give it to you. What is the title? Group 1 is equal to Group 1 plus Group 2. So what is this? That I'll tell you in the evening. Is that okay? Now kindly wait till evening, especially the students from these two states, and and I can suggest one more thing also for the students who are this from other states. Since the general studies is a common area, right? Apart from history, for example, here Andhra Pradesh history is different, Telangana history is different, Maharashtra history is different, Andhra Pradesh geography is different, Telangana geography is different, clear? And West Bengal geography, Maharashtra geography, these are the very few areas that are different. But when it comes to other areas, like maybe Indian polity, Indian economy, Indian geography, world geography, these are all the common for any examination. That's the reason why I may suggest the students who are from outside these Telangana and Andhra Pradesh also. So you may join if you want. So that your effective preparation for your state service will be over. But kindly remember, with respect to your state services, right? So your geography and that areas, this history, that you need to take care of that. But what are all the common subjects that I'll be taking care? Anyway, so with respect to APPSC and Telangana State Public Service Commission, in the evening today, I am going to give a seminar, right? So for both Group 1 and Group 2 services. What is that? So kindly wait for some time. So we'll have a discussion in the evening. So thank you so much, and I wish you all the very best. Take care.